If you're anything like me, growing up, there was no financial literacy in the household. I didn't learn much from my parents short of balancing checkbooks at about 12 years old, making sure that all the bills were paid. I took it upon myself to really develop the financial literacy and the skills to be successful as I grew up. Today, we're going to look at an entirely different world, guys, because now I have kids of my own and I want to teach them to have the financial literacy and also empower them to really make strong financial decisions. Today's video, we're going to be talking about teaching the little ones in your life and making sure if it is children or if it is grandchildren, that they have these starting blocks and fundamentals that they need to really develop. Starting with number one, guys, starting early. Now, it has been said through surveys that 4 to 7 years old, which is incredibly young, is the time that you need to start teaching them about saving money. Right off the bat, guys, again, majority of us didn't get that talk when we were that little. This can include making a piggy bank, a clear money jar. I actually have 2 piggy banks for my children, and the money gets counted as the money goes in. So they can count along and they know exactly how much is in there. But this makes the concept of money really tangible at a very young age, and they understand the physical, realistic expectations of what money is, how to count it, and exactly what it can do coming up in the next couple steps. Number 2, leading by example. Kids will always mimic their parents. This is how they fundamentally learn. Setting a positive example of your own money habits, such as are pretty much generated between ages 6 and 12. So if you're going to the store and you are using your debit card or using your credit card for everything, that is what they're going to mimic. When they hit 15, when they hit 16, they're going to look for that debit card. They're going to look for that credit card because that is what their parents have always done. If you're an individual that pays for cash for a majority of things, they will see that and pick up that habit as well. Even subconsciously, they will know that paying for cash for things makes a big difference. Which brings us to number 3, guys, the hands-on experience. This is something very important. And again, fundamentally, I think psychologically, this is where kids get it, is if they physically have money and they're purchasing something, allow them to do the transaction. Allow them to physically hand the money to the cashiers, have the understanding that the cashier is going to take the money, give them change, figure out, even you can beforehand, exactly how much they should be getting back. So if they have a $10 bill, they're buying a toy that is $6, they should know roughly getting $6 back, of course, minus tax. But it gives them the ability to actually see money in a transactional environment versus it just always going into a piggy bank. Now, with that, of course, comes the opportunity cost. Now, this is something that my daughter and I, which is age 9, that we were talking about with the opportunity cost and really understanding at the elementary and the middle school level that introducing this concept is there are trade-offs to time. There are trade-offs to money. There's, financial decisions included. There is a trade-off or an opportunity cost for the things that you're doing. For instance of this, if you go and you buy a video game, that means you can't use the money for other things in your life. If you're saving up for a car, when you buy that car, that money or the opportunity cost is the trade-off for having a car versus having other things in your life that money could provide. Same with financial decisions, guys. If you're looking to spend your money versus investing your money, if you're looking to save your money instead of spending your money, there's a lot of different things. Again, go back to the psychological aspect of this and really understanding the fundamentals of money. Number 6, commissions, not allowances. If you grew up, you got an allowance for doing out chores. Instead of handing out money, like earning it for chores, instead, make them earn the money through effort. And again, for a majority of us, myself included, this is going to be a fundamental change that I have to really think about consciously, is that I'm not giving them a list of things to do. When the list is completed, here is your pay. But it is more of a commission base, which means if your kids put more time and effort into what they're doing, they're going to have a larger reward. We know a lot of the commission base when it comes to sales, when it comes to marketing, when it comes to a lot of different avenues. The commission base, the more time and effort that they put into something, the more they are going to get the return. Now, of course, that is very true when it comes to YouTube. The more time and effort that you put into videos, into content creation, being comfortable on camera, and really understanding that does make a big difference in the return that you get, in the return that I can really give to you guys. So if you like the content that I offer, consider subscribing to the channel, guys. Give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Number 6, we get into the impulse buys. Encourage your kids that have their hard-earned money, that they're not running to the store and making purchases at an impulse. They want candy, they want soda, they want a lot of different things that once it's gone, the money is gone. Not only is the product or the service that you have completely gone. So if they eat through the candy, it is gone. If they drink, the pop, the milk, whatever it is, then it is gone. Then they are left without anything and without money. And it is a quick realization that they cannot have both. So any items over, and you can set a predetermined amount, 10, 15, $20, you're actually going to have a cool down period or a 24-hour wait period before you actually purchase the item to make sure that they do this. Now, what we did this recently was with the book fair. One day they had to shop, one day they had to buy. So they went in the book fair, they identified the items they wanted. The next day was the time to come back and purchase those, which we gave them cash to go to the book fair, actually using their hard-earned money out of their piggy bank. Wasn't money they got through allowance, wasn't money they got through commissions, but using their money themselves to go ahead and make a purchase for the books that they wanted. And then, of course, they came home with the books. I am very conscious, again, of buying items that really bring more value. Both of my children do love to read, which I'm blessed by that, but bringing more value to what you're buying makes a big difference. Again, as they grow older and as they kind of see that everything that you're purchasing is not so much for the glitz and the glam, but it is more for the value that it provides or the service that is expected from it, you will hold them and they will have that standard as well. Number 7, emphasize giving. This is something very big, guys. When it comes to the church, when it comes to charities, when they start making their own money, it is still about giving back. There is a part of it. And for me personally, we do things through time. As much as I would like to give monetary donations to a lot of different places, I think it really has a bigger impact when it comes to time. So if it's volunteering, sorting food at food banks, I'm doing things with our church. There's a lot of ways to give back that you don't have to have the requirement, because in most places they can raise money through a bunch of different methods, but it's very hard to get people to work. Now, number 8, cultivate contentment. That is right. Really the appreciation of what they have and not the constant comparison to others. That is what we see, guys. And again, when you grow up, this is keeping up with the Joneses. This is, looking and being envious of what everyone else has, whether it's new technology, a bigger house, a new car. You have to be content and you have to be happy with what you have, not getting discouraged by what other people do have. Number 9, the financial responsibility. This is the point where you set up bank accounts for teenagers, manage their money skills, and really help them understand the next level. When they get to an adult, again, the fundamentals that you set up as a child, as a teen, as a preteen, even preschoolers and kindergartners, these are going to be the fundamentals for the rest of their life, guys. Even my kids themselves, we took the money in the piggy bank, we're putting it into CDs. They know exactly mathematically, which I had them figure out. And again, I have a 4th grader and a 2nd grader figuring out exactly how much money they're going to earn on a CD, which CDs right now are paying 5.4%, which is absolutely amazing if you can find them that high. High yield savings accounts, anything that they can get where they take their money, earn more money through passive income. I'm really trying to stress that because it does make it easier, again, for the long term. And the final one, guys, investing in the future. This is saving for college. This is alternatives to student loans, talking about credit card debt, introducing a budget, explaining the concepts of compounding interest, compounding growth, on really investing. It's not so much the investing just in the future piece, but also, they've done surveys, they've done studies, a lot of different things. If your child's young, 8, 10, 12, they put $10,000 into a savings account or put $10,000 into the stock market. By the time they're 70, you have an incredible amount of money just from the growth, not even touching the money, but not putting anything else in it, just the compounding aspect over many years, which means you can set up literally your kids and your grandkids for financial success for the rest of their life, really changing the outlook. Again, from my family, not having the financial education to not savings, looking at IRAs, looking at 401ks, looking at retirement accounts. Most of that was completely non-existent when I was growing up. And it seems that we are going to break the trend with my generation that we have right here. Both my wife and I are very big savers, and we love to see, as much as we like to buy things, we're very, very responsible when it does come to purchases, and we make sure that the value is there. Guys, teaching them early, again, can make a game-changing difference. You have to get on board with it, and you have to spend time with them so they understand. But let me know in the comments what you guys think, and I'll catch you in the next video.